Konnichiwa, my friends. Welcome in to Japan. Once again, week number 2 of this international tour for the Great Lakes Sim Racing Series, the Black Horizon Truck Series, live from Twin Ring Motegi, Japan for a second straight week. This time, though, it's the road course that we attack on our international journey as we welcome you in tonight to what is about to be I think a very interesting and fantastic race on this road course. So sit back, buckle up, and get ready for something that, hasn't been seen technically since 1997, and that is a stock car race on a road course in Japan. Yes, that goes back to the days of Mike Skinner winning the race at Suzuka in 1997, and here we are tonight getting ready for some great racing at the Twin Ring Motegi racetrack. So we welcome you into tonight's race, which of course is, by the way, the Red Sims Design Grand Prix. This is the Black Horizon Truck Series from the Twin Ring Motegi road course in Japan. I am the captain, Chris Scala. We appreciate you joining us on this Wednesday evening. Got a big old field ready to go tonight for some fantastic racing, and so on and so forth. Is going to be an interesting one, needless to say. What do we expect? The hell if I know. If I'm allowed to say that. We're going to see something interesting. So get ready for that here when we get ready for the races. We got about 3 minutes or so to go in the session. Let's check out the point standings. This, of course, is according to our website, which, of course, is right there, GreatLakesSimRacing.com. Let me get the source out of the way. There it is. The point standings looks like this. Dane Cruz leads by some 29 points over Blaine Sparling, the champion from last season. Caden Atkins, he is third in points. The fourth place guy, though, rumor has it not going to be making an appearance anymore in the series, unfortunately. Ricky Springer had some drama and I think has stepped away. Not totally sure, cannot confirm that, but that appears to be what has happened, but we'll see. And I hope I'm wrong. He's a good guy, but unfortunately some circumstances have happened, and we go from there. Sean Pichino, top 5 right now in points. Allman, Beatty, Dean, Dalton, Fontaine, the last racer right now in the playoffs. After 4 races, of course, he's got 11 points over Noah Mayari. Alex Cummings is right there. Brian Suffin, Alan Best, Bryce McCoon, I should say, there in the 15th position. Well, that is where we sit right now as we enter this, what is going to be a wild 5th race of the season here at the Twin Ring Motegi here in Japan. A reminder, you can check out the fantasy website, GreatLakesSimRacing.com. Set your fantasy lineup right now for your chance to win a prize from Butt Kicker and also from Major's Garage. Make sure you do that right now at GreatLakesSimRacing.com. You can also check out team points and so much more. A little bit of a bonus feature I'm going to do tonight. I figured this would be a good night to test this out. So we are actually going to put the map up on the screen here tonight for you to kind of see where everybody's at and what this track looks like. Hopefully it'll pop up here. I'm just waiting to see if it does. I know it's over here on my screen. Doesn't look like it has yet. So, yeah, give me a second here and I'll try to get that taken care of. There you see the 88 of Tim Abril rolling down pit road. Looks like drift slaps saying 17 tonight will be the distance on a tank of fuel. All right, so it doesn't appear that it is going to work on my screen tonight. So I will not be able to show you a map, even though I thought I could, but that will not happen It looks like this evening. Sorry about that. I was hoping to let you guys see that now Tim's going backwards. All right, so qualifying wrapping up here. We'll take a look at the starting lineup here momentarily. Give me 1 second. I am still here, just FYI. I'm just trying to fix something here real quickly. All for my peeps here. So we're going to have a short, looks like, grid here. So let's run through. Oh, well. I tried to get the map up there. It wasn't working. I was trying to see if it would work. I was able to see it a second ago, but it's gone bye-bye. All right, let's take a look at the starting lineup here for the Red Sim Design Grand Prix here at Twin Ring Motegi's Road Course. Dylan Parker, the 3 truck, on the pole tonight alongside the French-Canadian driver, Sam Fontaine. Blaine Sparling, he'll start alongside Alex Cummings, who's very excited. I talked to him on Monday. He was actually pretty intrigued by this track and looking forward to it. Sean Peach in 5th in points right now, starting in the 5th position alongside J.W. Miller. Brandon Alphin, driver there, feels like he could get a top 5 this evening. And Zach Allman in the 54 truck. Justin Bonner at Noah Mayari, they'll start in row number 5. Row 6, Caden Atkins, Jason Dalton. William Calhoun, the 13th position, one might say the favorite tonight on this road course. We'll have to see. Alongside Cody Beatty, who has the, by far, coolest paint scheme in the race. We'll talk about that in a minute. Chris Treppa, Matt Telder, row number 8. Row 9, Brian Sutphin, Clark Gennikin, Jason McCoon, or Bryce McCoon. I don't know why I keep calling him Jason all of a sudden now. Sorry there, Bryce, but Ben Pierce will start there, 20th. Drift and Alan Best, row number 11. Row 12, Chris Evans, Sam Barnes. Row 13, Tim Averill and Dane Cruz, who won last week's race at the Motegi Oval. Robert Lucan, Cedric Ingram in row number 14. Row 15, Christopher Dean, Travis Icavacci. In row 16, Tyler Brewer and Jonathan Thomas. So, let's look at a trend that seems to be happening in the series. And what is that trend? Well, how about this? We have had a second-time winner the last 3 races. So you go back to Ricky Springer, wins at Auto Club, right? And then after that, we had winners from Christopher Dean. We had another winner last week. Of course, all my names are now slipping my head, unfortunately. But Caden Atkins won 2 weeks ago. And then last week, of course, it was Dane Cruz. All right, so there's 3 straight two-time winners. So who in this field tonight could become a 2-time winner? Well, we can investigate this one a little bit here as the field, for some reason, was paused on my screen. And now they're going like very slow for some reason. But the green flag has come out, and for some reason they're going really slow. There we go. Wow. Sorry about that, guys. But Fontaine gets to jump. I'm like, why is the green flag out and nobody's moving on my screen? Some technical issues on my end, but Fontaine out to the jump right now with Dylan Parker second. Blaine Sparling third, Sean Peach and J.W. Miller as they roll. It looks like some trucks have fallen. Oh, Zach Allman's gone around. The 18 truck. One of the previous champions from last season has gone around. And we're going to see a competition caution later in this race. But either way, that is not how you want to start this race. Let's see what happens here. You see Bryce McCoon right there behind JT. And JT just loses the back end here. See if Allman comes into the picture or not here, if there was any affiliation with it. That doesn't look like it. No, Zach had already spun, it looks like, over here in his own spin. So, all right, let's go to the front as Fontaine leads this thing. Lap 1 already in the books. Parker, Peach, and Sparling, Miller, Cummings, Calhoun, Alphin. Calhoun already up to 7. Alphin to 8th. Treppa and Mayari, the 10th position. Now, the trend, the 2-time winners. Who in this field is looking for the second win of the season or second win of their career? I looked at that 8 truck. The first immediate guess. Noah Mayari won at the Homestead Miami Speedway. It's his only win of his career. Could he get his second career win this evening? I mean, anything is possible in this series. Tyler Brewer having a little bit of an okey doke. Everybody trying to log laps here. You see Dane Cruz back there in 31st. He's already been on pit road, it looks like, or something. So some issues for him. So a lot of trucks that have had good starting positions. Justin Bonner and all these guys back here in the back right now. As we complete lap 2 of 33 laps, by the way, in this race. There you see the oval in the background where we raced last week. Now, one thing to watch about Fontaine. This guy's been running a lot of IndyCar road races, of course, in the series that I help run. And he has gotten a lot better on road courses. But we got to watch him tonight. His issues for Calhoun. He goes off. The 2's going to go by. Here comes Telder. You see a lot of pink trucks out here tonight as they pay awareness to breast cancer. Of course, it's the month of October. That's what it's all about. Peachin looking inside there on Dylan Parker, not able to take the spot away. You see Blaine Sparling, who is a road course expert. One of the ringers, if you want to call him that. He runs his own GT3 series. That race is over on Thursday nights. As they go through the hairpin corner, one of the longest straightaway on this track. Here's the weather for tonight. Clear skies, 78 degrees, 89 degree track temp. 54% humidity and winds from the north at 5. Charles Baldwin watching tonight. We ride on board Sean Peachin. Turn 1 and 2 right here. They go down in a straightaway. And another hairpin left-hander. A lot of slow corners on this track. And this will work their way out of the track, actually. They're going to go under a tunnel here in a bridge into the outside of the oval track, which is right above there. Peachin looking pretty solid right there. A little S section here. Looks like he's getting a pretty good run on the off or running off the corner, I should say. Oh, whoa, hold on there. Up the fourth gear, down to third, down to second. Got to be careful. Downhill, easy to wheel hop it as they go back into the oval part of the track. There's pit road to the right there, and a little S to finish out the road course. Right there, a lap sort of being talked through from the Twin Ring Motegi road course. Travis Icavacci on pit road, Dane Cruz on pit road, unscheduled pit stop there. JT also on pit road. So 3 trucks already off the track after some issues early in this race. Let's go back to the 8th position. Here's Brandon Alphin trying to hold off Chris Treppa and Caden Atkins, 7th, 8th, and 9th right here. As we're already 4 laps into this race. A reminder that we do have a podcast that we do most weeks. I know we didn't get a chance to get one in this week. It's been pretty busy for the both of us. You can check out here for the GLSR each and every week here on not only YouTube, which I do need to upload a few, and I apologize for that, but also over on Spotify and so much more. A very fun podcast to do. So Treppa trying to get around Alphin for the position right now. Peachin still about 0.2 of a second back. Let's check out Calhoun, who I thought would be a dominant truck tonight, but unfortunately that Sith Talk Tundra only in the 14th position right now. Calhoun all over the back bumper. Brian Sutphin. Hopefully you've had a great Wednesday so far. And hopefully, as Alex Cummings, I believe, has had an issue. Did I not turn the cars on again? Gosh darn it, I'm terrible at that. I'm sorry. Thanks, Josh. It's like my downfall. Race cars! There's Cummings back on the track and still in the 6th position, so he was able to get back out there as he didn't lose anything because he did not blink out fully. There's Caden Atkins. Caden in the 9th position right now. Oh, Caden with a nice save. A little loosey-goosey. Caden with 1 win on the season already. Oh, by the way, and I referenced earlier, and hopefully it's still in one piece, the coolest paint scheme on the track. Look at this beast right here. I'm sorry, I'm going to be biased for a second. Cody Beatty, congratulations, best scheme ever. He actually showed this off to me this week, and I was like, dude, what did I do to deserve a Captain Esports Network truck? And it was like, man, so cool. And if you look really closely, and I'll get you a view here real quickly from the back, but check out this photo on the back of his truck. That there is the Brickyard race from last season, won by Cody Beatty. That was the start of the race, I believe, right there. If I could find a way to autograph that truck, that would be so cool. Look at that. That there deserves a diecast. Just saying. All right, I'm done being biased for a second. So you see Holfin still leads Treppa here in the 7th position. Now Dylan Parker did get past Sam Fontaine for the lead. As we were sitting there talking about what's going on and stuff. Should mention Matt Taylor is taking his truck to the wall, or to the off the track, I should say. Actually turned into a pretty spirited battle from what I'm seeing here, and I'm trying to find the replay of the pass itself. Let's go back to it. It was at lap 5 when it happened. And Parker drives it to the inside here in the right-hander and makes the pass clean, and then gets a little loose. The battle continued on because you see Sean Peachin's right there behind him. Sean makes that dive to the inside there as it gets really tight here off the corner. So that was after Parker took the lead. The fight for second was on. So eventually, though, Sean was able to get past the 91 in a pretty good battle for position. Now you see right there, Sam running in the 2nd spot. Now Sean Peachin has fallen back a couple spots. Not sure if he had a little bit of an off track, maybe. He sure did. And it happened right here as he goes off into the kitty litter in the Hellfire Detroit Machine. Go live. You see there's Peachin right behind Alex Cummings, who's gone by for the 5th position also. So the top 6 trucks pretty much right on top of another. It shows the speed that this field has. You got to get out there and run laps. Look at this, J.W. Miller trying to make a move with Blaine Sparling. That's for 3rd. Up the straightaway here, J.W., another great road racer. If you remember the Detroit race out at Belle Isle a couple of seasons ago. It was J.W. Miller who went to victory lane, so he knows how to run the road course. Meanwhile, Peachin back over here inside of Cummings for 5th. And now Blaine Sparling to pit road. And I believe this is an actual scheduled pit stop, and I think I know what's going on here. You got a few trucks coming to pit road because there is a competition caution that is going to happen at lap number 11. It's a tradition of GLSR that they've always thrown one caution in the road race to allow everybody to cycle back up and let the racing continue. We'll have to keep an eye of who else comes to pit road here. Blaine Sparling, as I mentioned, in. And that 59 truck going to try to cycle to the lead. There he goes in his AMA or Anime, whatever it's called, truck. Who else we got on pit road? Sam Barnes on pit road. The Dean Machine's on pit road. So all of the Down Under racing trucks are on pit road. So Parker has run away after battling with Sam. He is out to a 4.1 second lead in that 3 truck. As he gets a little bit loose off that corner. Down to the S's and out of the final corner as Parker will come by and complete lap number 10. Now let's see who comes to pit road here. Here, look at this, a bunch of cars. Sam Fontaine, J.W. Miller coming in. That is Alex Cummings on pit road. When does the caution come out here? Look at the whole field's coming to pit road. As Treppa, also Alfin, Caden Atkins, Noah Mayari on pit road. You can't see it for some reason. Bad camera angle. Noah Mayari's on pit road. Let's see what Dalton does back here. He stays out. Sutphin stays out. Looking to see who else will come onto pit road. Noah Mayari, all these guys off pit road. Looks like everybody else decided to stay out, it appears. So we'll see how that cycles out for these guys who pitted. Now, some of them are obviously going to stay out towards the front of this field, depending on where they come out in amongst the pack of trucks. And there's the caution. Caution is out, lap number 11. So Dylan Parker will bring it back to the paced car, and caution out for the first time here at lap number 11. The Porsche pace car. So Calhoun, look at this, up to the third position, stealing some track position away. So looks like about 50-50 when I see the strategies right now of who did what with fuel and tires and stuff. Jason Dalton up to the fourth position there. Brian Sutphin in the fifth position. Clark Gennikin up to sixth. J.W. Miller is the first one out on the tires and fuel after a 13-4. A pretty good stop, I'd say, right? JT, rough start, buddy. At least you're back on ovals the rest of the season, right? Well, Parker's going to bring him to pit road here. Let's see if it's expected. Those who stay out, stay out. And those who come in, come in. Fontaine back in the 8th position right now out of those who pitted. Alex Cummings in 10th. Blaine Sparling down in 12th. What is it? A pretty entertaining race. We've seen some passes. There's a Attack the Titan, number 59. He kind of has a road course look to it on the paint. That's pretty cool. And look at this, all these trucks to pit road, and all the ones who pitted on that last lap are going to cycle up to the lead as everybody is in, and it should be Sam Fontaine going to the front. Now, interesting here, J.W. Miller came back to pit road. So let's talk about the rest of the schedule here throughout the week. Of course, tomorrow night we'll take the night off from the broadcasting side and focus on my IndyCar league that I host. That'll be tomorrow night at Milwaukee Mile at 9 o'clock. I'll be doing that. I don't stream it or anything. I just kind of sit there and admin it. Friday night, going to be broadcasting a little bit. We'll do the, let's see, what did I not get done this week? The dirt racing from the Short Track Super League. We're going to do that, but I'm actually going to run my own race. I haven't run a race in a long time. So, yeah, I'm going to probably race a little bit on Friday night. We'll do that, and then coming up on Saturday, the VOR IndyCar Series, and ready for this one, the first Captain Esports Network sponsored race. Yes, and I picked a pretty good one, I think, to start with, because it is the 5th running of the Velocity Online Racing Indianapolis 300. Yeah, presented by the Captain Esports Network. That's right, we got Indianapolis sponsored. I like it. That's going to be Saturday coming up, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Looking forward to that. I always love calling Indianapolis Indy races. Sunday night, of course, going to do the LSRL Truck Series race from the Roval at Charlotte. Yeah, I didn't see what happened at the start, apparently, Bryce. I had the I had everything paused for some reason. Stupid me. So I bet you your start was better than mine. And then we'll come back Monday night. And let's see, what do I have Monday night? Looks like just the one race, as I think about it now, because TI Truck Series is done. We'll have the running, or you know what? I still got to broadcast the TI Truck Race from North Wilkesboro. So we'll get that on also this weekend coming up. So we'll get that. I'm totally thinking multiple things at one time here. Monday night we'll do the Nora Truck Series race. That'll be at the Roval at Charlotte. So a lot of road course racing this week on the Captain Esports Network. So I'm good with it. All right, probably going to get one to go this time by. Let's talk to a driver. Let's talk to Blaine. Blaine Sparling in the 59 car. We'll have a chance probably to talk to 2 drivers here. So let's get the first one up here. Let's talk to Blaine here for a second. Blaine, the champion, up here in the 2nd position. Konnichiwa. And congratulations so far. A great run here. I know the last time we were on a road course was CTMP last season, and you finished up here in the top 3. What's it going to take to do it again tonight?
Well, I'm glad that Dylan Parker messed up and didn't pit before the comp caution, so that puts some traffic between me and him because he is the fastest. I've been roughed up, or I accidentally roughed up Sam a little bit here in the front, so I'll be nice to him on the restart. But to be honest, I'm just going to take care of my tires and focus on getting to that last stint, and then we'll see where things are, and then I'll try to push from there. But to be honest, I'm sitting 2nd in points. I really just want to get a top 5.
Well, talk about this here show or game or sim or whatever it's on your truck.
Oh, it's Attack on Titan. It's a very popular anime. It's on my truck because my girlfriend is super into anime, and this is the first one that we watched as a couple. So, and since obviously I had an anime truck last week too, since it's a huge part of Japanese culture. That was my way of getting into this Japanese festivities, was to put some anime on my truck.
So what was the inspiration behind the road course number?
Just because it's more of a GT style numbers, and we're on a road course outside of North America, I just felt like it was more fitting to have more like a traditional road course style number box on there. And shout out to Sam Barnes because he's the one that actually made that for me. But yeah,
pretty spiffy.
That's why.
Well, great job so far here. Good luck the rest of the way, and we'll see what happens in another. Let's see, carry what was it? That 19 laps.
Yeah, but a lot can happen. Just gonna keep it clean, and hopefully we'll be chatting later in 35 minutes or so.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So good job, Blaine, and good luck, bud. That is Blaine Sparling running P2 right now as they're getting ready to come to the green flag here. We'll get him down to his Down Under Racing team. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z apparently. Those are the only ones I know. I don't know many animes. as they come back to the green flag. Nope, no Gundam and Bleach. What was that show with the French fries and the hamburger and stuff? That was a unique one. I'd see it like 3 in the morning on Adult Swim. All right, so look up to the green flag here. It is Sam Fontaine, Blaine Sparling, Brandon Alphin up to the 3rd position. Chris Treppa is 4th. And Caden Atkins, your top 5. Noah Miari 6th. Sam Barnes 7th. Chris Evans is 8th. 9th is Dylan Parker. And as you heard, the mistake apparently he made. And Sean Peach in your top 10. 11th, William Calhoun. 12th, Dalton Sutphin. Zach Allman after a spin earlier. Clark Gennikin as we go back to green after the competition caution. Drag race down to turn 1. Caden Atkins dives it in there in contact with the 28. And Alphin, I'm pretty sure, not happy about that move. And that's going to move Sparling back, or he's still in 2nd. Treppa's now up to 3rd. And look at this. Noah Mayari in 4th. Remember the whole 2-win thing? Here we go. Chris Evans in 5th. Let's go back to the spin. Sparling, or the 2 is off the track there. Let's get a full view of this. I want to make sure the whole thing here. As you see, Treppa's got Alphin kind of pushed down. Caden got the run to the inside here, and there's the contact. Just to, Alphin gets the inside wall there. That's just a tough situation there. Alphin said he'd be disappointed without a top 10, and that's not going to help things. Sean Peachin, Dylan Parker, Caden Atkins now up to 7th, as I mentioned, with Calhoun, and Barnes up to 9th. Sam, a little door banging going on here. Something about these competition cautions that brings the racing out. Dylan Parker. Oh, and there it goes. Parker around off Mayari. Parker with a 360. And Mayari looked like just caught too much of the curve and maybe a little bit of the grass, and it took the left rear out and spun it around into the 3, and Parker's fallen back to 10th, and somehow that truck is still going. See if I can find this wreck that involved. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Took me a minute to find it, but here it is. The accident involving Noah Mayari into turn 1. He gets up on the curve a little too much and just bam, hits that 3, and a nice save there. Look out, JW. Oh, JW clipped him. JW with the zig, and unfortunately had to zag, and it was too late. Meanwhile, back to the front, Fontaine leads. Sparling there in the second position. Treppa up to third, Peachin up to fourth, Calhoun fifth. Suffolk back here trying to attack Zach Allman right in front of them. Sam Barnes, another road course driver. As Sam said, this would be a strong point of the season right here on the road course, and he is bringing his game tonight. 7th position. Again, last time he was on a road course was Canadian Tire, finished top 3 right behind Blaine Sparling. And the eventual winner of that race, William Calhoun, who, well, let's face it, he just kicked everyone's tail that night. Alex Cummings making a pass on Sutphin. Here comes J.W. Miller. You see Clark Gennikin moving over, letting Justin Bonner go by for position. So a lot of these trucks are out here just playing survival tonight. But the trucks that are showing their speed are showing their power this evening. Now Dylan Parker is on pit road. Unfortunately, unscheduled pit stop for the 3, and his chance for a win is over in this race. So who does it hand this win to potentially? Fontaine has really been the only other leader for the most part tonight in this race. But Blaine Sparling, he has a championship. What he doesn't have is a win in the series. Yes, he has a goose egg in the win column. So Sparling trying everything he can. He got Treppa 3.3 seconds back himself. Let's talk about this fight here. Christopher Dean and Bryce McCoon. This is 14th and 15th. Dean all over the back bumper of that 95. Of course, you remember if you watch the TI race Monday night, the 95 of Bryce McCoon, there he is letting Dean go by, winning the championship in that league here on the Captain Esports Network. We appreciate everybody watching tonight here on the Captain Esports Network. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you're not so new to the channel, we appreciate you coming back each and every night and enjoying a broadcast if you're not doing anything on a Wednesday evening. ride with William Calhoun up the front straightaway here. Very smooth on these road course, that is for sure. Got a little loose. There, I'm jinxing him, telling him he's smooth, and he about wrecks it. McCoon all over the back bumper of Dean again. Here comes Alan Best into the picture, running 16th right now. Dean, you look, or McCoon, I should say, look at the left crossover, opened up against a little bobble. Drift right there behind Best in the 17th position. There's Drift in the Drift King number 14. Check on Clark Gennikin here as he looks to the inside of the 22. Barnes starting to fall back a little bit. I believe these guys will be good on fuel the rest of the way. They might need one more stop, not totally sure. According to Drift, I think it said 17 laps, so if that's the case, then they're going to be just short on fuel, so that'll really make strategy interesting. You probably, obviously, will split the run in half. So 13 laps to go next time by. Jason Dalton on pit road. So here we go with some pit stops. Dalton, the first one in here in the 4 truck, actually to 33. There's Robert Lukens. Zach Allman making a pit stop here. Oh, no, actually, he spun out. Sorry, I misread it. Zach Allman spinning out. So not a good night so far for the 18 truck. Going to lose a couple more spots. Dalton actually in the extended pit stop. We've been on pit road for a little more than a minute and a half now, so unfortunate deal for him. Treppa up by about 1.1 seconds over Sean Peach in there in the 21 truck. Sean, the Vegas native. smooth road course racer himself, running in the 4th position. And you see how some of these corners are just so slow. And you go up these long straightaways, like this one here is the longest straightaway, obviously outside the front straightaway. You're up to 4th gear, almost 70 mile an hour, I would say, down in that corner. So right-handers, they work their way under the oval. So actually some history here at this track when it comes to the past, as we watch Treppa come to pit road here. Green flag pit stops for the 50. Of course, that history actually in 2011. Of course, we all know about the earthquake that hit Japan, as you see Cody Beatty's truck right there in front. Of course, the earthquake so big that it actually affected the racetrack here. It actually damaged the road, or the oval track, which was supposed to be ran that season by the IndyCar series. But however, with the damage happening, they decided, you know what, we'll move the race to the road course. And from there, that's what they did. And that year, Scott Dixon won the race, but they ran the road course at Twin Ring Motegi instead of the oval. So Fontaine continues to lead by 0.8 of a second over Sparling. Sean Peachin is 3rd. Caden Atkins 4th. Alex Cummings, your top 5. Still about 14 seconds or so separating the leader from the 5th position. Fontaine going to be looking for his first career win tonight. Lane Sparling, though, looking for his first win. As a matter of fact, the first 4 drivers right now in this race looking for their first win. And here comes Fontaine to pit road. We go 4 tires and fuel. Left side's on. Switch over to the right side. Awkward pit road here. Still a good stop for the 91. He pulls away. 14.3. Let's see where he comes out. Looks like he'll be close to about the 20th position, or the 10th position here. So look at that. No matter what, Allman on fresh tires is going to be top 10, or not Allman, but Fontaine. Sorry about that. Going to be in the top 10 here. So now it's just a matter of who all can play the strategy. So 4.2 seconds right now from Blaine Sparling, who leads his first laps here of the race. All the way back to Sean Peachin. Alex Cummings there in the 3rd spot. Now, what is coming up next week for the series? They go back to America, and we will be back on the track after a little bit of jet lag as you see the 59 come to pit road. maybe 4 tires in fuel. Calhoun, Sparling both pull away. Check out the battle. It's starting to shape up here for the 3rd position. Watching it closely here is J.W. Miller trying to hold off the 11 of Bondurant, and there's the 2 of Caden Atkins. Truck fight here. Back here, looks like Bryce McCoon just lost a spot to Clark Gettigan. That is the 16th position there, so Bryce falling back a little bit as we have less than 9 laps to go. Oh, Tyler Brewer a little out of shape, trying to hold on to her. Just trying to get out of the way of the guys. There's Gannikin trying to hold off Bryce right now for that position. Here's Brian Sutphin. He's going to come to pit road from the 4th position. Brian doing a great job this evening. As always, running consistent. And the problem is he's had issues finishing. Want to remind you, you can actually check out the Great Lakes Sim Racing League, the Black Horizon Truck Series, on the website, GLSR.com, of course, or GreatLakesSimRacing.com, I should say, where they have, of course, the fantasy points, team points, and bios of all the drivers, records at each track, and so much more, including Rockingham, which will be the host of next week's Red Light Productions 150 from the Rock. We'll have that for you coming up on October the 13th. And in the following race, the Captain Esports Network 160 at the Nashville Super Speedway. So that is going to be a fun one. We got a couple of great tracks coming up here, along with this one here in the Black Horizon Truck Series. So make sure you hit that notification button so you can be a part of all the... Oh, and around goes the 65 of Ben Pierce. Right into the wall, and oh, now Barnes goes spinning. Little argy-bargy right there. Let's see what transpired there. Thomas Sutphin doing a good job so far in this race. Let's go back and watch the wreck with Ben Pierce and Sam Barnes, lap 25 here. Looks like Barnes gets a pretty good run off the corner, coming up on the back of the 65 truck, ducks out to the left side. Oh, and wow! You know, just big misjudgment, I would call that. Nothing malicious at all. Because when you look at it, let's show it again. Pierce looks like he is trying to get into the corner maybe. And it looks like he's blocking actually here. I don't think that's the case here. Let's see. They're going up to the track to make the move here. And I don't know if he just, Sam misjudged him, I think, and gets in the rear trying to miss him. A total accident. I'm sure Pierce not happy about that. And look at this. Justin Bondurant has grabbed the lead in this race as he's still on the older tires right now. Fontaine is second. Sparling third. Treppa fourth. Question is how long can Bondurant go on a tank of fuel? It looks like maybe another 4 laps, which would get him to the 4 laps to go mark. As to go by Lucan's for position, Sam says dead. And that is literally the spelling of dead right there, boys. D-E-D, dead. Bondurant's lining up the track just a little bit there. Look at this. Line of trucks here. Second, third, fourth, fifth. There's J.W. Miller back there in sixth. Been a fantastic race to watch. I know it's not been like the fastest trucks around the track here, but it's definitely with the strategy and the very small or slow corners and stuff around here. There goes that cone. It has definitely been interesting to watch. Drift running in the 9th position now as we check on him. Right there behind William Calhoun, who has not been the road course William Calhoun we're used to. Will be coming to 6 laps to go next time by. Still 5.5 seconds from Bondurant back to Fontaine. And again, a reminder with the Fantasy League, make sure you check that out. Again, GreatLakesSimRacing.com. Of course, it is shut down for tonight, but you can check out the Fantasy League, and you can win a butt kicker prize and a all-access pass to Major's Garage. So make sure you check that out right now, GreatLakesSimRacing.com. As here comes Bondurant to pit road with 6 laps to go. And this is going to hand the race over to Fontaine, and it's his to lose. Of course, Fontaine making his debut in this series this season as a rookie. I've gotten to know him pretty well, of course, running over at the Short Track Super League and running for the team that I had in the TI IndyCar series. And now runs over in the league I run on Thursday nights and stuff. So he loves being around. A great guy. And you're going to find out here potentially in 5 laps why I call the man Gru. But we'll see what happens here. Next 5 laps, anything can happen. 3.2 second lead. But Fontaine looking for win number 1. As a matter of fact, we are now at the point where the top 6 trucks in this race have not won a race in this series. So we are looking at a pretty good chance of a first-time winner tonight, which would be the first one of the season. Would also be the 5th different winner in 5 races this season. Remember in the podcast, Sam Barnes and I have talked about it multiple times, how a first-time winner, and the competition in this league is incredible this season. And I think we've seen it the first 5 races, the way the races have gone. Yeah, unfortunately, cautions have gotten in the way. But we have seen amazing talent come out of this field. And we're seeing it again tonight. We're also seeing a good battle for the 6th position. As Bonder trying to hold off J.W. Miller is trying to hold off the 99 of Calhoun as Lukens lets him by. JW a pretty good run, even though Bondurant's got the fresher tires here, surprisingly. Unless he didn't take tires. And there you see Calhoun going by J.W. Miller for the 7th position. Great pass there, as it looked like maybe the 6 made a mistake or something. They're trying to get around the 11. This fight will not go away easily. The best battle on the track right now with these 3 trucks. As we got the lap truck and Telder letting them all by. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show tonight. The one thing I have noticed, that lead is getting smaller. For the 59, he is down at 2.2 seconds last time by. It's now up 2.4, just jumped up actually. Underneath the bridge as they head onto the track. And again, a reminder, next time we're on the air will be Saturday night broadcast-wise. Actually, Friday night, I'm sorry. We'll have the TI Truck Series race from North Wilkesboro. Yes, the championship's already over with because of the race we ran this week. But I still owe it to the guys to get that broadcast on the air. You can check it out. We'll do it Friday night. And looking forward to that. Also, Saturday night, we'll have the VOR IndyCar Series, the Captain Esports Network race, the Indianapolis 300 on the oval, the biggest race of the season, and it's presented by the Captain Esports Network, so we're looking forward to it. As Blaine Sparling has knocked that lead down. Oh, he did for a second. It jumped back up there, but it is down to 2 seconds. He sent it into that hairpin turn just a second ago, and he is coming now as we have 3 laps to go. All right, the number never changed. Apparently it's 4 still. I can't count. Meanwhile, JW trying to get around Bondurant, who's lost a spot to Calhoun. Miller trying everything he can, and can he clear him on the low? It's a tough corner to make the move. And he does make the pass. Great job by Bondurant to yield that. He could have easily fought that and made that really tough for the both of them. Back here for third, Sean Peachin has caught Chris Treppa. Issues for Cummings. He is off the track, kicking up some dirt. Out in the kitty litter. Tough break there. But he will continue on. Sparling is really doing a good job of outbraking Fontaine in these corners. I mean, if you look at the telemetry board, you see it kind of going back. Well, now it's actually under 1.7, under 1.6. But watch how he dives in these corners, and he gains about a tenth or two each time. I say that as he loses a half second there. Down the back straightaway. Into the tricky final section here as they'll come off the corner and come to 2 laps to go. Can Fontaine hold off the gaining Blaine Sparling? Once again, a road race going to turn exciting, it looks like, here at the end. And apparently, I think we had issues for Treppa a second ago as he has fallen back to 5th. Let's see what happens to the 50 truck. Oh, we got a little wide there, and he's actually okay. Oh, no, and it comes around on him. Oh, and he gets hit. I'm guessing, who is that truck right there? I think that might have been Brewer that got him. Nope, it was Alex. No, that's Cummings that went by. It was Sean Peachin who hit him. Everybody prevails, though, on as we continue on. Can Sparling do anything with the French Canadian driver, Fontaine? Kind of seeing where, yeah, Sparling's definitely gaining on entry, but I think Sam's able to get him on exit. And Alex Cummings is on pit road, I think, or did he blink out? No, he blinked out. Okay, never mind. False alarm. But that is a good fight back there, unless Cummings disappears all the way out. As Fontaine takes the final lap. White flag. About 1.4 seconds. KJD2 racing team looking for its first win of the season, and what would be its first win of the campaign here for the Great Lakes Sim Racing season. Sam just being smooth. Around the hairpin and down this big straightaway for the final time. Still 1.4 seconds. Fontaine about to make a big splash in this championship race. He entered the race 10th in points tonight. And with some of the changes that have happened points-wise, with people falling out of the series and stuff, well, that's going to make things very interesting around that top 10 position. But it's all about Fontaine tonight. The French-Canadian first career victory in GLSR. Fontaine wins Twin Ring Motegi's road course. Sparling going to get second. Sean Peach in third. Chris Treppa going to get another top 5 finish. And here comes Calhoun. A 5th place run for him. I'm sure he's going to be excited about that. Bondurant, J.W. Miller going to finish 7th. Caden Atkins 8th. Sutphin 9th. Christopher Dean. See if he can hold off Clark Gennikin for the 10th position. But a fantastic race. It was a great battle. Sparling tried everything he could to get to him. It just was not enough, unfortunately. Now, Alex Cummings did end up falling down to the 14th position here with the blinking out. So an unfortunate mistake, or deal there, I should say. I shouldn't call it a mistake. But there's Alex coming across the line 14th. He will not be happy about that, I'm sure. There's Fontaine, a young man who lives up in Quebec. Nicknamed Gru by myself. One that he was kind of surprised and didn't understand why I called him that. And I explained it to him. Super nice guy. A good friend now that we talk a lot, obviously at Discord. And I call him that because of the Minions movie. Despicable Me and Minions and stuff like that. If you ever watch the movie, you know Gru is the main bald character played by Steve Carell. And I heard Fontaine talk the first time, and I almost fell out of my chair. I'm like, wait a minute here. And for that time, I'm like, oh my God, it's Gru. Immediately. That's Blaine Sparling celebrating a 2nd place finish. That's Fontaine come on through. Congratulations to the 91. Take a look at the final results as Sam enjoys the win tonight as Fontaine wins it by 1.3 seconds over Blaine Sparling. Sean Peach in 3rd. Chris Treppa, William Calhoun, your top 5. Bondurant 6th. J.W. Miller 7th. Caden Atkins 8th. Brian Sutphin 9th. And Christopher Dean finishes 10th. And looking at the rest of the field, 11th place, Clark Gennikin. Alan Best, 12th. Drift finishing 13th. Alex Cummings, 14th. Bryce McCoon, 15th. Zach Allman, 16th. Ben Pierce, 17th. Tim Abril finishing 18th. Jason Dalton, 19th. Robert Lukens, 20th. 21st, Sam Barnes. 22nd, Noah Mayari. Dylan Parker, unfortunately, 23rd. Tyler Brewer, 24th. Cody Beatty, 25th. Telder finishes down there also 25th or 26th. Chris Evans, 27th. Alfin, 28th. Cedric Ingram, 29th. And Travis Icavaci in the 30th position. Dane Cruz, JT, your last 2 finishers of the race this evening. All right, we're going to talk to our third place driver, something I'm kind of doing, switching it up now and kind of going backwards with it. So let's get the driver of the 21, Sean Peachin, who looks like he's already beating himself up in chat. And I think he did this one other time when he was finished in the top 3 and wasn't too happy with himself after a couple moves. So let's talk to him and try to get a story from it. Sean Peachin, great third place run tonight, very consistent, but I couldn't help but notice in chat you mentioned something about being stupid, which obviously you're not, but maybe not the best of decision or something. But talk about what happened.
No, it's just third place is, with the amount of work that we put in, third place is really unacceptable. So we were definitely gunning for the win. This was the opportunity to do it. And then we just made some mistakes, some mental errors, and went too deep into the braking zone towards the end of the runs, and that kind of cost us.
Well, still a great run. Finishing third, obviously I know you wanted to win, and I know that win is there. It's right on the end of the stick there waiting for you to grab, but still a great run tonight in that 21 truck, 5th in points. That's something to be excited about.
Yeah, definitely. We're super solid in the points, which I guess is the one positive thing. So we're kind of consolidating our position in the championship, which is good. So we didn't have that last year, so hopefully it keeps that way. But I want to thank, obviously, Hellfire Detroit for sponsoring us and getting us into the, putting them on the truck. Obviously, thanks to you for hosting. Thanks to my team manager, Alan, and Best Racing. So it's really trying to win for them. Congrats to Sam. And, that's it.
Well, great job tonight, finishing third. Obviously, I know you're not the happiest camper in the world, but still a great effort tonight, man. And we'll talk next week.
Thanks, man. See you.
You too, buddy. Sean Peachin finishing in the third position tonight. Let's talk with our second place finisher. If I can go to the right chat, we'll talk to our second place finisher. I'm still there. I am. I am in the right chat now. Some reason decided I got so many daggum buttons I gotta hit. But let's get him there. And also happens when you're tired from a lot of work. Second place finisher tonight is Blaine Sparling, who obviously I think is going to be happy, but maybe a little disappointed that he couldn't get up there in battle with the. And of course, I can interrupt a mid-sentence like I always do. But Blaine, still great job tonight, man. Second place finish. I know you were trying to get to Sam. What more did you need?
Like him to not be just managing the gap. I mean, I kind of knew that was happening a little bit. I knew I had a little bit of pace on him, but then, when I got to like that 2 seconds or 1.5 seconds behind him that I could see on my relative, he picked up the pace a little bit. I could see that he was struggling in the braking zones. I feel like if I could have caught him, I totally could have outbraked him in the corner, but yeah, he had a little bit more pace than me all night, so it was a well-deserved win by him. But I'm also pretty happy with the second. I mean, obviously, I would have wanted to win. Right. And I felt like, I was right there and it could have happened. But overall, I got to be happy with the second place. I made a few mistakes. After my second pit stop, I blew the last corner 2 laps in a row and lost 2 seconds to Sam. And then I was never able to recover all that time. So part of it is just a learning experience. I got to remember, even when I'm challenging for a win, to stay disciplined and just, stay relaxed and not get too excited. Because I got excited. I thought, the last pit stop shook out and it was me versus him, and I knew that. And I just got overly excited and overdrove it a little bit early in the run on the fresh tires. But that's racing sometimes.
Seemed like you were really good under braking. I noticed a lot of the corners here tonight were kind of slower corners, and it seemed like you were able to gain about a tenth or two every time on entry.
Yeah, I feel like that's almost the same thing when you see road racers step into stock cars in real life. They just have a little bit of better understanding of how to go through the braking phase, and I think my braking phase isn't over until I'm through the apex of the corner. So I think that's something that oval racers struggle with a little bit. So that's definitely one thing you can parallel to the sim in real life. I think it's exactly that same thing. And I do, not that I don't do a lot of oval racing, but I do more road racing than oval racing for sure.
Well, it definitely shows tonight. A great second place run for you, and your chance to give shout out to whoever you like to.
Thank you. Yeah, well, I'll give a shout out to my girlfriend because she obviously supports me in doing this hobby and never says anything when I'm I need to go on the computer and race fake cars with my friends on the internet. So that's obviously
That's a
It's
good way of
obviously
putting it.
important. Yeah, it's obviously important for me to enjoy this hobby that you have support from your significant other. And yeah, if you could give my Red Sim Design, we were the sponsor of
Cool.
the race today actually. So if you could go on Instagram and follow me, Red Sim Design, I would super appreciate that. So and I want to give a shout out to Sam Fontaine because he ran a really good race. Well deserved win by him. Disappointed that Dylan Parker got caught up and he wasn't there to race with us because he definitely would have been challenging both of us, if not beating both of us. And also shout out to my teammate Chris Dean because he didn't make qualifying because he had an internet issue, and I told him just keep it on the track and don't worry about it. And boom, he comes home P10. So I'm proud of all those guys.
Yeah, great job tonight. Proud of you too. And talk about Red Sim Design real quick.
Yeah, so like in my spare time, I like to design paint schemes for iRacing, and that's my main commerce outlet for that is through my Instagram page, and I have a lot of my portfolio on there, and I also document like my racing through this league and stuff. So it's a good, even if you're not interested in getting any schemes, it's a good iRacing content page to follow because it's lots of good iRacing picks and iRacing updates. So yeah, that's that.
There you go. Good job, Sam. Yeah, great job, Blaine. Let's go talk to Sam. But great job tonight and good second place finish.
Thanks, Chris.
You
Tell
too,
Sam I said congrats.
Will do. Will do. I'm sure he's going to be a pretty happy camper when this thing is all over with. Now, the man of the hour, Fontaine, Gru, as I like to call him. The French-Canadian driver goes to victory lane tonight and gets KJD2 the win. Sam started up there in the front and kept it up there all night, and strategy worked out, and you were able to hold off Blaine, man. Welcome to victory lane in GLSR.
Yes, man. I was waiting for this one.
Well, talk about the race out there, man. A great fight out. You led the first few laps, and then Dylan Parker just kind of drove away for a little bit. And, you were able to lead that latter half of that race. How hard was it to stay focused on what was going on ahead of you?
It was I had I had to work pretty hard tonight. Like those guys are super good on road course. I'm not a specialist on the road course, so I'm pretty surprised to finish like first. I was hoping to maybe a top 10 or top 5. And yeah, the goal was just to stay focused and don't do too much mistake, manage my tires, which I did pretty well like the first part of the race. But at the end, I was trying everything to keep like Blaine behind me. Like I was trying to manage that gap.
Talk about a stock car on this track. What was the experience like? How did it feel out there? Because it looked like a good amount of straightaways and a good amount of slow corners.
Oh, I mean, it was super fun. Seriously, I think it's a good match for a stock car because it make it a little tricky. We have a lot of flat corners, which with a stock car is pretty tricky since the weight and the suspension, how it works. And I mean, yeah, I really like the combo and managing that throttle, not spinning the car, driving pretty much every corner in second gear, and hoping to not spin the tires.
You did it, man. Great job tonight. Welcome to victory lane here, and of course, a big points night as you started 10th in points. Entering, you're going to move up probably a couple spots here before it's over with, man. But the time is yours. Shout out to whoever you like to.
Yeah, I want to thank like everyone like in the leagues, and of course like my teammates in KGD2, which helped me to to stay calm a little bit at the end when I was like struggling, and of course you for the broadcast, man, doing a great job, and that's it, man.
Nice job, man. Congratulations. And I don't get to do this often. I do it sometimes with like some Spanish speakers and stuff when I do IndyCar races. I've never given you the opportunity. Say something in French.
Something in French.
Well, don't say the word
gagné.
something. Don't say the word something.
I win, boys.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Give shout outs
J'ai
in
gagné.
French.
Well, je veux remercier tout le monde qui m'ont aidé, mes partners and mes équipiers, and that's it, man.
Your partner, what was her name again? I'm just kidding. Great job tonight.
Thanks, man.
You too, buddy. Sam Fontaine. I got a little French out of him. And rumor has it when he's actually angry is when you really get some good French out of him. But that's a whole nother story for another day. All right, we're out. Congratulations to Fontaine on the win. What a great race it was. Hopefully you enjoyed the broadcast tonight. And I'm actually going to sleep because I need like some sleep. I'm tired, but appreciate everybody working with me. And I know I probably haven't sounded 100% the last couple of days or couple weeks, and that's because I've been working a lot. So no excuse, though. It's all about these guys. They put on a great show tonight, and all about the fans. Appreciate everybody being here, of course, for the broadcast and stuff this evening. But a shout out to, of course, Travis Icavacci and everybody from Black Horizon Brewery for all the fun this evening. And, of course, a big shout out to all the drivers for a fun race tonight. And looking forward to next week as we go back to America and get ready for the Rock at North Carolina Motor Speedway, or Rockingham now, as it is called. So with that said, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening. And as always, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. Congratulations, Sam Fontaine. See ya.